They have no doubt saved countless lives since first being introduced almost 60 years ago. But periodically, the American Heart Association updates its CPR guidelines, and it has done it again.
That's right. Joining us now, Amy Grover, who is a CPR instructor and also a Heart Association board member. Amy, thanks for joining us. Really
appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
Let's start here. Why these updated guidelines?
Yeah, sure. So the American Heart Association really is at the global forefront of resuscitation, science, and education. And so as this new evidence emerges, they translate it into clear, life-saving recommendations that empower people to act when every second counts.
And every second does count.
Yeah.
So let's get right into the new guidelines, especially for adults and children when it comes to choking. How has that changed?
Yes. So previously with children, it was abdominal thrusts only. And so what's nice now with this new guideline is that for conscious adults and children, we're doing the same thing where it's going to now be 5 back blows and 5 abdominal thrusts. So when you're standing behind them, you're taking the heel of your hand and you're delivering 5 blows to their back and then reaching around and doing 5 abdominal thrusts. And you're continuing that until the foreign object is expelled or if they become unresponsive, in which case you then transition to CPR.
I was going to say, is the key part of that now conscious? You made very clear to emphasize that. So,
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, for both of them.
And you also mentioned that it's important to get bystanders involved. So you want to make it simple so people aren't hesitant.
Exactly.
And feel more confident about doing it.
Exactly, yes. So some of the guidelines, that's exactly what it is kind of streamlining so that there's not a lot, we really want to eliminate the thinking, honestly, and so that there's more just to get right to the action because it needs to be quick.
With CPR, any changes or updates to the way you do CPR on an adult or an infant? Or is that process the same? We just want more people to be trained and be able to do it when they see a problem.
Yeah, so each year in the U.S., approximately 350,000 people suffer an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, and 90% result in death. Wow. So it's really, really, really important that we're educating, empowering people to be brave enough to act very quickly for these out-of-hospital events, especially when we're thinking about rural areas. We need people who feel confident and brave to do CPR and or find an AED because we want to restart that heart even before they get to the hospital to increase their chance of a positive outcome.
All right, Amy, we want to make Jeff confident and brave. So if you can walk him
We brought another mannequin. It's on the floor. So yeah, we're going to get down
with
and
the new guidelines.
Yeah, walk me through this.
Yeah. Well, so when we're talking about, so for the choking aspect, like that's once they become, if they become unresponsive, which is what we don't want to happen, we're then going to CPR. So thinking about that aspect and trying to educate people, a lot of what we do is hands-only CPR. So we're thinking about, of course, in any scenario, whether it's choking or CPR, calling 911, getting help immediately, and then pushing hard and fast in the center of the chest. So when we're referring to CPR and really trying to get people, that's literally all we want to say. So the heel of the hand and the center of the chest, and then put your other hand on top. And you're just, I mean, it's pushing as hard as, you'll kind of feel on these a stop at the bottom, but you're trying to get about a little over 2 inches, but that's why we say push hard, because you are actually pumping the heart for them.
How am I doing? Am I close? I see my green lights.
You have 2 green lights, so you're doing awesome. Yeah, the 2 green lights mean you're getting the depth that's required, the recoil, so you're allowing the heart to refill with the blood, and then you're pushing it back out to the organs.
And this process hasn't changed. We're not updating that part of it. We're just trying to get more people involved. And I know there's the whole idea of going along with the song, Staying Alive. There's a bunch of songs, right?
Like, do you still do that?
Staying Alive.
Oh yeah.
Staying
Alive.
Not changed.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of new. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I think that looks great.
Beautiful. So we just need more people to get involved and get trained, and you know, we'll be better off. Easy to do. Just contact, look up the Heart Association here locally and find a class or something like that.
Yes, if you go to heart.org, you can find resources, and also through the contacts, the board members, the volunteers of the American Heart Association, we can also help facilitate those classes.
Right, Amy. One question: at what age can you learn this? How young?
So the new guidelines say that anyone, anyone can learn,
Right.
but it's been shown that 12 and up, it's really effective. And so like the younger population can effectively learn and then do these skills.
Good to know.
Yeah. Amy, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate
Great
it.
job,
You're welcome.
Jeff. Green light.
Thank you.